Hi everyone and welcome to the Pearly Cute channel. So it's been a while since I've made a video. I've dressed up and actually made a video. And if you had seen the post that I posted on YouTube, I basically said I was taking a little break just because my schedule really got out of whack because of this whole situation. I haven't been going to work, and so life has just been a bit all over the place for everyone. I'm no exception. But hopefully I will be back to making at least 2 videos a week, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 if I can figure out how to edit fast. Anyway, while I was gone, I was thinking up video ideas, and I couldn't get out of my head that I wanted to do a video thinking about if dresses were people, basically. I wanted to know what dresses would be like if they actually had human personalities. I have too much free time. That's not in question. That's a fact. I don't know, maybe it's not like the best idea. Judge me all you want. This is the content you're getting. So in true Sarah fashion, I had to start off with Angelic Pretty because it's my favourite brand. So I've chosen a few AP dresses. If you really like this video, I would really appreciate you giving it a like so that I know that you've liked it, because I do want to do more of these in the future and I want to do different brands. So there are 2 things that you could do for me. Number 1, like the video to basically tell me that you like this content because I'm not sure. And number 2, comment like either the next brand you want to see or a dress from a brand, another brand, not Angelic Pretty. Maybe I'll do another Angelic Pretty one in the future, but I want to focus on other brands after this one. Anyway, this is a really long introduction, so let's stop and let's actually do dress. Let's do dress. Let's talk dress now, please. Yes. So I'd imagine that ice cream parlor would be someone who's really nice at first. Like, you meet them and they're really sweet and cute and nice and friendly, and then you become friends with them, and you realize that that's kind of their front, that's their kind of what they portray, but they're actually a very clingy and needy person. They stick to you because they ice cream. They just turn out to be a little bit pathetic. Still nice and still sweet, but also they can't really like sort out their own problems and they always need you to like do things for them, and they always come to you with their problems. But because they're still so sweet and gentle and kind, you still really like them, even though they can be really annoying at times. So Crystal Dream Carnival would be like your standard bratty kind of rich bitch. Whenever she had the opportunity, she would definitely show off her wealth and constantly brag about the things she bought and the things she owned and the experiences she had, and not even humble brag, like just full out brag, because she's way too egotistical to like humble herself down. I could totally imagine that she'd get a boyfriend who'd dress like absolutely impeccably and be super rich, but also like worship the ground that she stands on, but she'd inevitably break up with him when she realized that he was richer than her and therefore better than her in her opinion. She just couldn't stand to be second best. Also, she'd totally be better than all those other carnivals. Ugh. So Be My Valentine would be a typical kind of romantic. She'd always dream about finding her Valentine, finding her true love. But she'd also be like a classic Cinderella type before she becomes a princess. I can totally imagine that she spent her days dreaming by wells and talking to animals and cleaning her small cottage in the village she lives in. However, she would completely lack any self-confidence and she'd have crippling social anxiety to the point where she would never confront anyone, and the people around her, friends and family, knew that they could like push her around a lot, hence the classic Cinderella type. Because of her crippling social anxiety, she wouldn't be able to muster up the courage or the strength to talk to other people, and so somewhat ironically, she would never find her Valentine. So Honeycake would be the kind of girl that would open up her windows as she makes like a delicious pancake breakfast, so that her neighbours would smell the lovely smells coming from her kitchen and be jealous. She would also constantly like humble brag on Instagram about all kinds of things. I can also totally imagine that she would always have brunch plans on the weekend with her friends, and of course she would Instagram the whole thing every single time. She would Instagram exactly what food she's having. Because everyone needs to see that she's having brunch again. But she'd be the kind of person that you'd like look in on and think, oh wow, she's really got her life together, you know, she's got a great job, she's got money, she can go out all the time, she's having a great time. But in reality, she's not put together at all. I can imagine that you'd go into her house and it would just be a complete mess. There'd be flour and like syrup all over the floors and the walls. It would have started in the kitchen, but over time the sticky mess would have just like migrated to the rest of the house and it would just stink of syrup everywhere. So Princess Cat would have inherited a large mansion from her great aunt that died, and she would live there alone with her 4 cats. And since she would have this whole massive house to herself and her cats and no other people, each of her cats would have their own room decorated especially for them. I could imagine that she would just completely spoil her cats. Her whole life would be about her cats. She just loved them so much. Kind of like me. She'd be somewhat of a recluse, but not because she didn't get along with people or she was too scared to talk to people. It would genuinely just be because she didn't really have the desire to talk to anyone else. She has her cats and she's happy with that. She also wouldn't need to work, as she would have inherited her great aunt's grand wealth and fortune, and so she would spend her days with her cats in the lap of luxury. But even though her cats would be the light of her life, you would never know it if you saw her walking down the road. She'd never even have like one like strand of cat fur on her clothes. She wouldn't be like a crazy cat lady. She would be completely well adjusted. She'd be completely adjusted to normalcy. And the only reason that you would know that she owned so many cats is because when you actually talk to her, she would never shut up about them. Also, she would totally leave meetups early because she'd have to feed the cats, and that was her priority. Anyway, as I've said before in videos, I just like to imagine things. And I find it very fun to create things like this. I like to sit at my desk and write about if dresses were human and what they would be like, because I'm very normal. But I hope this concept actually did entertain you and you did enjoy it. And as I said already in the video, if you liked it and you would like to see more videos like this, please hit the like button so I know. Hit the like button. Gently click the like button. Do not smash it. Please. We are lovelies. Anyway, getting so sidetracked. Leave a like and also leave a comment letting me know what brand or dresses from a brand that you would like me to do this with next. And as always, thank you for watching, liking, commenting and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Mwah!